We have clear metrics for a fit body. We can measure resting heart rate, lung capacity, and muscle mass. But our standard for a fit mind is usually far more vague. Most of us only assess our mental state when something goes wrong. We consider ourselves healthy as long as we aren't paralyzed by anxiety, sinking into depression, or losing our temper at the people we live with. Dr. Paul Conti suggests a different way to measure the self, revolving around two active states: agency and gratitude. Agency is the ability to exert your will on your environment to achieve a desired result. Gratitude is the state of being thankful for your existence and the specific opportunities it provides. Attempting to fix a sudden outburst or a panic attack treats the output of the mind, but ignoring the machinery that produced them leaves the underlying system untouched. Just as building physical endurance requires an understanding of cardiovascular anatomy, building a life of agency requires an exploration of the hidden architecture of the mind. We can visualize this architecture through an iceberg. Our conscious awareness, the part of us that makes plans and talks to friends, is only the small, jagged tip sticking out of the water. Submerged beneath the surface is the unconscious mind. This is a biological supercomputer that runs millions of background processes every split second without us ever noticing. This supercomputer is fueled by two fundamental currents: the drive for pleasure and relief, and the drive for aggression and self-assertion. But there is a third current rising from the base called the generative drive. This is our biological impulse to build, learn, and contribute to things larger than ourselves. The conscious mind isn't a pilot in total control. It is more like a passenger sitting on top of this massive automated engine. Our daily thoughts aren't random occurrences. They are the visible ripples caused by these deep internal currents moving under the surface. Because the conscious tip is vulnerable to the pain and trauma of the outside world, the unconscious mind sends up protective structures called defense mechanisms. Healthy defenses, like altruism or humor, organize into an open lattice. They protect the conscious mind while still letting the light of reality reach it. Unhealthy defenses, such as projection or constant avoidance, grow thick and chaotic. They end up casting a shadow over the conscious self, making it impossible to see things as they really are. This web of branches forms your character structure. It is the nest that contains your sense of self and dictates how you interact with others. Every choice you make and every reaction you have is filtered through the specific thickness and shape of these branches. When life feels stagnant or demoralizing, it is often because the conscious self has become trapped inside a nest of its own protective shadows. These structures aren't permanent. Our neural pathways can be rerouted, much like a narrow trail being widened into a paved road through consistent use. We change these pathways through the function of self, the active process of stepping back to observe our own mental ecosystem. This means scrutinizing the internal narratives we repeat, the things we habitually pay attention to, and the reflexes that trigger our behavior. By identifying an unhealthy defense, like displacing anger from a boss onto a spouse, we can consciously choose a different response, effectively thinning out that specific branch. As these thick shadows clear, the upward pressure of the generative drive can finally reach the conscious mind, rather than being diverted into destructive aggression or empty pleasure-seeking. This clarity fosters an understanding of our true place in the world and provides the leverage needed to effect real change in our lives. Mental health is an ongoing practice of tending to this inner landscape. It is the only reliable way to shift your orientation from mere survival to a life of agency and gratitude.